Before we get into today's video, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Hope you all are having a wonderful week so far. Hope everybody is doing great. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about this new leaked information that came from an investigator familiar with the case of the Idaho students and Bryan. So as of January 17th on Tuesday, People magazine put out an article, and I will leave it linked down below if you guys have not seen it, talking about this leak from this investigator. Now, this investigator allegedly leaked the information that they found an Instagram account that they believe to be Bryan Kohberger's, where he was sending messages to one of the victims back in October of last year. So what they're basically saying is that they went through all the messages, they went through all these social media accounts, they found this one, there could be multiple, but they found one that they believe is Bryan Kohberger's, and he was messaging one of the victims. It probably was either Kaylee or Maddie. I got a feeling it was Kaylee, but I'll tell you guys why in just a second. But it wasn't anything like too big or too alarming. It just said that he messaged her and said, "Hey, how are you?" She did not respond, and he continued to message her. He messaged her a few more times, and she never responded. The investigators are saying that they don't know if even saw it or not, because for all of y'all that have Instagram, and maybe for some of you guys that don't, Instagram files your messages into 3 different folders, okay? They file it to primary messages, general messages, and message request. So typically, if somebody messages, we'll just say me. If somebody messages me and I'm not following them, it'll go in a message request, and I have to go in there and look at those messages and read them and open them up so they can come over to the one of the other folders. His messages to whoever this was, whichever female victim this was in the message request folder. So maybe she's seen it, maybe she didn't. I wonder if she's seen it. I'm starting to think she could have possibly, and this is just me thinking, I have no idea. I'm starting to think she could have possibly seen the messages, seen him in his car around town. I mean, he has a bit of a dark, creepy stare, and it could just be because of this whole situation. Maybe he doesn't really look like that. I mean, the girl on TikTok that was friends with him said that he always had this blank, almost dead look in his eyes. So I don't know. Maybe let's say Kaylee, because Kaylee is the one that told her friends that somebody was stalking her. Maybe she saw these messages. Maybe she saw him showing up at places she was at. Maybe she saw his car, because we know it pinged in that area many times for months up until the whole situation actually happened on November 13th. And I just can't help but to wonder, did she know that this was the person stalking her, or was it somebody else? And then again, it could have been to Maddie, and he could have been obsessed with Maddie. A lot of people think it was Maddie because Maddie worked at the Mad Greek, and the Mad Greek had vegan options. And when you're talking about a small town like Moscow, Idaho, that has, again, 26,000 people total, with about 40% of that, 40 to 60% being college students that came from out of town just to go to school there. So a very, very, very small community. There's not a whole bunch of vegan restaurants. And if Bryan was this OCD vegan, like his aunt said he was, he probably was looking at restaurants to go to that serve the type of food that he liked. And maybe he ran into Maddie there. Maybe he ran into Maddie and Kaylee there. Maybe he ran into Maddie and Xana, because Maddie and Xana both worked there. Who knows? The thing about social media nowadays is you can find out a lot about people, especially our younger community, our younger people out there, our children, the ones that post everything that they do online. I have told my kids, which obviously my youngest doesn't have social media like that, but I told Jordan and, other children that were around us, do not post on social media, on your Instagram or whatever, while you are at that place. You always post after you're gone. If you see a post of me at the gym on my Instagram story, you better believe I'm already gone. I posted it after I left because people do weird stuff. You see famous people all the time online where one minute they're at a restaurant, they're posting, them eating, and the next minute they're getting robbed out front because they can actually watch you by what you post. Now, in this article, I'm just going to read you this part. It says, it's unclear why Kohberger didn't get a response to his messages, but authorities say that the victim may have missed them completely. She may not have seen them because they went into the message request, says the investigation source. We're still trying to determine how aware the victims were of his existence. There's no indication that he was getting frustrated with her lack of response, the source adds, but he was definitely persistent. So he was definitely coming at her, whichever one of these females that it was. I know one thing, there are a lot of people out there that still believe that Bryan Kohberger is innocent and that he was not the guy. And you guys are free to, have your opinions on whatever. And I am going to stick with the, innocent until proven guilty. However, if you look at all the stuff that's out there, it sure looks like he's the guy. I mean, it just does. I mean, what kind of bad luck would you have to be caught up in all these situations and your DNA found on the sheath and it just happened to be transferred DNA and you fit the description of the roommate, what the roommate said that they saw? I don't know, you guys. He seems like he's the guy, but then again, we'll see when the trial happens. But, a person can be extremely book smart and very street dumb or have no common sense. It definitely seems like he made a lot of dumb mistakes. I just don't think if Bryan Kohberger is the guy, I think he thought he was the smartest one in the room. And boy, he wasn't. He was not. We'll see though. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think down below. Other than that, I love you guys. I will see y'all Friday for our video. Thank you guys so much for being here and I will see y'all soon. Bye.